You're now listening to a Press Play Network podcast.
To a new issue of Nerd Flow. This is issue 92. It's Nerd Flow podcast, Press Play Network podcast, of course. This podcast all about nerding out on everything, man, from video games to anime, comic books, everything. You name it, we talk about it. So, Facebook.com, Twitter.com, and Instagram.com. You can search Nerd Flow podcast or Nerd Flow, and you can pull up our page. You can follow us. Also, we got X Nerd Flow Podcast and Nerd Flow Art going on. You can send all of your questions and art pieces over to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. And on top of that, we got the YouTube channel going, and we're trying to get our URL, so we need y'all help. So please subscribe to the channel. We'll be working on content to get pushed to the channel so we can get that up and going and popping. And we also got the Facebook community page going up as well. So if you'd like to be around like-minded nerd people, geeks, and all that good stuff, then join our community. And we got teespring.com/stores/nerdflow. It's where you can get the old throwback Nerdflow t-shirt, the new Nerdflow t-shirt, and a bunch of other nerd-centric t-shirts that we got on there as well. So make sure you go check that out. Best way to support the show as well. We're on all podcast platforms, so make sure you give us a 5-star rating if you love the show. So, what is up, people?
What's happening?
What's up?
We ain't congratulating nobody when it comes to this win. That's all I have to say.
This ain't the.
I know.
This ain't football flow. This ain't football flow.
I know. Just put it out there. Just put it out there.
Not at all.
We ain't congratulating nobody for that win. That win was about as dry as rotisserie chicken. So yeah, no.
This is very true.
I don't know what kind of rotisserie chicken you done had, but I done had some juicy chicken.
That one that you forgot and you just overcooked it too much.
Yeah, that kind of chicken.
No, that one. Yeah. I ain't never had that one either, though, but I kind of get where you're coming from, though. Yeah. All right, man. So, a lot of stuff that have gone down. Super Bowl, of course, was the day. I'm not gonna really talk about. Of course, you probably think we be talking about like trailers, but this is probably the first year that like trailers were very lackluster. But what we are going to talk about though, this past weekend we had the open Anthem demo beta, whatever. Happened this weekend, and so I know Young and Angry and Snap didn't get a chance to jump in, you know, life stuff, people traveling, all that good stuff. But I will also say, because I know like Young, I know Jay and Snap are all interested in playing and getting their hands on Anthem and stuff like that. And I actually wrote a little bit full, in-depth my impressions on the demo and all that stuff on Anthem. What I will say though, man, Anthem,
I saw that dissertation you wrote.
Yeah, whatever.
interpretation.
Yeah, don't even know what that is. But anyway,
Seriously?
I ain't never had to write one of those in school, bruh. Anyway, that's like a whole nother, it's a whole nother conversation. And I ain't in school no more, so I don't care. So yeah, Anthem. Overall, man, the game has very good potential as far as it relates to gameplay mechanics. The open world is like looks amazing. Something that did go down though that I did not get a chance to experience is it was an event called Cataclysm that happened today in the free play mode, and so basically it was like this weird red storm in the sky, and so all of a sudden it said that it gave a message in the actual news feed that's in Anthem and said that giants, or they're called titans, would show up, and so all of a sudden these giants were spawning all over the the open world and stuff like that, and you had to like literally fight them and take them down, which was pretty cool because you never really see anything like that in games and stuff like that, especially on that level that nobody kind of knew what was going on, and you to actually have to literally fight a giant. From what I saw, it was pretty cool because I watched some YouTubers that I like to watch. I watched their gameplay on it, so that's gonna be something that's gonna be in the game as well. Being that I played it, any of you fellas got any questions that I can probably possibly answer that you may be curious about?
How did the flight handle? That's my biggest.
The flight in the beginning, because so I started with the storm first, because I'm figuring myself. I'm like, I like anytime I play any type of RPG MMO game, I'm typically the mage, warlock, whatever, when it comes to any game. In the beginning, well, I put it this way, I did not like the storm as much as I thought I was gonna like the storm, because just the flight of the storm was just too slow or too graceful, I guess you want to say, for me. So I went around and went for an interceptor. I kind of got the hang of flying. So basically, you pretty much like, because you jump, you boost pretty much when you hit jump, when you hit X or A, which depends on what console you're playing on. And you basically press in on your left analog to boost. I mean, to pretty much go into flight, pretty much. So you're basically jumping in the air, and like literally as you're like in a Call of Duty or something like that, you're pressing in on the analog. You're basically in air running to a certain extent, in a sense, to fly. Basically, is what you're doing. That took me a minute. That took me a minute to realize, because I didn't get no type of tutorial, no nothing. I'm just I jumped into a mission, didn't know what the hell I was doing. But then when I switched over to the Ranger, Ranger's like my favorite out of all of the different javelins that are in the game, and my next favorite is the Colossus, just because I just feel like I was doing a lot of damage. Felt like I was, the interceptor is like super fast, but that thing is so fast it can't take no damage though, man. You can get instantly like killed pretty quickly, because you're just like supposed to be, in a sense, you're supposed to be kind of stealth in a sense too. It's almost kind of comparative to like a hunter in a sense. So, anything else?
I was gonna say, compared to Destiny, like, how do you rate this? How would you rate this compared to Destiny? Do you see yourself probably being more invested in this than you were with Destiny? Or
so here's what I will say, and I say this to a lot of people. A lot of me and my coworkers, we're gamers and stuff like that, and I this is kind of how I'm feeling about it at the current moment. EA has to, like, Division 2 put out like 2 or 3 trailers. They did a story trailer, they did stuff to talk about the Dark Zone, stuff like that. And I need EA, Anthem, whoever, BioWare, they need to, in the next 20-something days before this game drops, they need to kind of put out where we going. Like, after launch, what happens? Because the biggest question that's going to be on some people's mind that wants to invest more time into this game, what's the end game? Because that's what everybody's asking about, man. It's like, what is going to keep me coming back to this game to continue to play it all the time? Because like in the demo, I didn't really get a chance to like get any of the high tier loot, like the legendary stuff and stuff like that. So I don't know the uniqueness of any of the weapons. Could they have like special perks? Because I mean, rare and common stuff, no matter if it's Destiny or Anthem or whatever, like none of those weapons really mean too much of anything to you, honestly, until you get to the high tier stuff, until that stuff like drops for you, and that stuff has like the really rare and really important perks and all that type of stuff on it. But for as far as from a game type, I think they're two different games though, because a lot of people try to compare it. I mean, yeah, EA is trying to play within that same space that Destiny is, because everybody wants the game as a hobby type money and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, that's the whole reason they freaking did the game. Honestly, I'm pretty sure because of probably more likely success of D1, and you know, EA just wants their piece of the pie and all that good stuff. I will say though, now here's what I will say. This is probably the best part of the game to me. Customization. Like, Javelin customization is like on point. Like, you can do whatever color palette you want to. You can customize and do whatever colors you want. Not only, which I was very shocked by this, and I want to say this is going to be done by in-game currency, or you can do physical currency, but you can actually play to unlock some of this stuff too, which is you can unlock different type of like head pieces, arm pieces, chest pieces, and leg pieces to make your so you're not just the color of your javelin will make you different. You can actually change like the head pieces and all that stuff to make yourself look different. And then you also got what's called vinyls, which are like different patterns and stuff like that you can apply to them as well. Because I think I saw somebody, they had actually made a Spider-Man javelin, and they had like the actual pattern itself within the demo.
I ain't got time for it.
Hey man, everybody, look! I can't count how many Iron Man looking javelins I came across in the damn demo.
I'm surprised you came across one looked like the Hulk when it came to Colossus.
Oh, dude, yeah, I saw some ugly freaking green big. Somebody did do that. I saw it on my timeline. I saw somebody doing that. But yeah, overall though, yeah, they really gotta say where we going after this. I know some people gonna get Anthem and they gonna play it for what it is, play the story, and then put it down and move on to the next game. But for people who really like the game, want to invest into it, they really gotta they gotta let people know where we going after this game launches. What are we doing? Was it because they're saying DLC is free? They say the microtransactions for a lot of the custom stuff is going to like literally cover any of that stuff. So like any of the custom vinyls and stuff like that they'll have available in the game will cover that. So there will be no downloadable content as far as future content or anything like that'll have to be paid out of pocket. It'll just be free to the community. So. But they got to let us know what that is, though. Even though, yeah, it's free, you still can't keep me in the dark about it. You got to at least tell me what the hell it is. So, for the most part, I would say it's worth a shot. It's worth a try if you want to check it out. I'm pretty sure anybody would enjoy it and want to literally be, in a sense, Iron Man. So, yeah.
Quick plug, if you want to see us playing it, let us know.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know I'll definitely be picking it up day one. And then the cool thing about it, like, it's four of us that are legit, the game all the time. So it's like the perfect setup to be a game that we can stream on our Twitch channel. So to be able to do that, dude. Okay, so one last thing, and then we'll move on. Strongholds in Anthem are like, for those of us who play Destiny, they're like strikes, but way longer. But you also, the one thing about strongholds is that you can raise the difficulty like really high. I think in the demo you had normal, and hard was the only thing that was accessible because it's based off your levels. Because the max level cap is 30. Once you hit that, you have Masterwork 1, 2, and 3. There was a YouTuber. His name is Astacross, and he was invited to Game Changers, which is a program that basically allowed a lot of these streamers to go check out Anthem at EA, And he basically said that he got into Masterwork 1 in a stronghold, and he said it was so hard, he was basically getting spawn killed. So every time he spawned, he was just getting killed. So it's extremely hard when you get up to these Masterwork levels. So it's no joke.
You had to get that legendary.
Mm-hmm. It is. From what I hear, it is no joke. But they gotta have more. They gotta have more than 3 strongholds to keep people entertained, and have to play 3 strongholds for God knows for however long. They gotta. Everybody keep asking them out. Are they doing a raid? They haven't really mentioned anything like that, or if they're gonna do something, or some form of a raid or whatever. So, guess we'll see. So,
I'll be out.
You said what?
I'll be checking it out.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
All right. So, in addition to that, before Anthem demo this weekend, we also had another game that we've been waiting for 15 years to come out. And it finally came out. Now, just no spoilers here, so you don't have to worry about spoilers, because we're going to do that on Spin Game as far as like all the, because some of the members of Nerdflow Podcast have already beat Kingdom Hearts 3. So we're going to save that for the bonus. So if you want to hear about, how it ended, or just thoughts overall on the ending and everything that happened in Kingdom Hearts 3, then you want to go to our Anchor FM, make sure you favorite that, and that way you'll be able to get the bonus episode of Spin Game that will talk all about Kingdom Hearts 3. But what we are going to talk about, though, is just overall and just impressions. No spoilers, anything like that. Just impressions, how you feel. Are you satisfied? Are you not satisfied? What's the deal?
Oh, my fucking God.
Push snapback.
I guess you're not satisfied?
No. It's I'm as we speak right now, I'm in the final boss of Frozen. So to let y'all know right now, the only person who has legitimately beaten Kingdom Hearts is Riario. And again, like Rosa said, you'll be hearing about his ultimate review of the game himself. But as we speak right now, I'm playing the final boss. It's a bitch. That's the best I can describe it. It's a bitch. But other than that, if you guys caught our live stream Monday, it was that was actually the first little episode of Snapback and Backpack. As duly noted before the show, or during the show, Young went home with quite a haul. There was a trivia questionnaire going on. Young, again, he beat us there, but he went home with a haul. Riario here, he got the deluxe edition of Kingdom Hearts. I got the standard edition, nothing wrong with that. Either way, you got a cloth wall poster, and of course you got the game itself. I'm gonna let Riario tell his side first while I give my review of it. Like I said, he's beating the game, so he can give you guys a much more in depth. Let y'all know how he feels about it, and I'll just jump in with mine.
Well, I took home a big haul myself when it came to GameStop. I'm glad that there is not just us who got to partake into the trivia games. I love trivia. And I'm glad I was able to answer a few of them. A lot of people didn't know a lot of them. So that was fun. I got to have my gear. Even bought a few Kingdom Hearts merchandise. And I'm really glad that I got the deluxe. And I'm also happy to be a PlayStation 4 owner.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you do have PlayStation 4 now. So here's the biggest question of them all. Then this is just like a side thing. But since you've beat Kingdom Hearts 3, what is your next game you're gonna play?
I can't really answer that right now.
What, you don't know? You have so much to choose from. You got God of War. You got Horizon.
You got Spider-Man, bro.
You got Spider-Man.
Jump Force.
Yeah, he got Spider-Man.
Yes, I'm actually still playing. Spider-Man.
That's right, Jump Force. It comes out this month.
I would recommend anybody to play Horizon.
Oh, hello, Lady Tink, by the way.
Hello.
Okay, Tink, back me up here. Like, man, just playing this game like brings back memories of actually beating all the other ones. And so
yeah, that's probably why you beat it so fast.
Because I'm used to like the gameplay, but like I said that I'm so happy to be a PlayStation 4 owner because how interactive this is.
So what makes it different from the other like game systems?
Well, I don't really know what to say about people's perspective who got it on the Xbox. Like, I'm not an Xbox owner, but I don't think you could enjoy it.
I know
their
perspective. They lost. They don't know nothing that's going on.
True.
I can concur, and I'm an Xbox owner.
That is true. And
I don't know why they did that. Why Square Enix? Why did y'all do that? Why y'all do them folks like that? Why y'all get them a sequel? Why y'all get them the end of the trilogy and said, nah, we don't need to tell you what happened before that. You gotta watch it on YouTube or something. Oh, that was a whole ass
man. But it's fun overall. But like, let me just say this: like, you can't have the same experience with this game without playing it with the PlayStation 4. Like I said, the game is interactive. It's just the controller is perfect for this game. Like, that's what I mean when I say interactive. So I'm
Xbox,
like ready.
Xbox does not have any like the touchpad stuff and all that stuff. They don't have any of that going on in their controller for the most part. Did the game like utilize a lot of that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Especially when it came to taking like selfies and whatnot. Like you had to use the touchpad for that.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's a lot of interactive stuff. And let me just, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't really think y'all can go into number 3 without playing the other games. I just gotta say that. And another thing that this game is connected to, I don't know if any of you have like the mobile game, the Kingdom Hearts Union, but it connects to all that too. And I'm hoping that everybody got the chance to watch like back cover because a lot of questions are going to be answered in number 3. But that was really just the beginning when we were learning about like the Keyblade War. And not trying to spoil anything. I don't think it really. I don't know what to say. I'm all over the place right now.
Gameplay wise, like I said, I'm playing it right now. It's a lot smoother. Mm-hmm. It feels a lot smoother. Like I said, my favorite part of the game is the different interactions with all the Keyblades that you acquire from every world. Such as my favorite Keyblade thus far as I'm playing is the favorite deputy one from the Toy Box world.
Yeah, it is favorite.
Yeah, and each, like I said, each one takes on a form of his own. So I'm actually
a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people who are familiar with like the drive from number 2, well, they don't really have that anymore because certain character lost his way. So PlayStation just makes this game like really fun this time. But it is a challenge.
What it was originally done on to begin with, so I would think it would be the best experience to play it on PlayStation.
Yeah, and the storyline, I really enjoyed as well. So I can't wait to like talk about get this all off my chest when it comes to spitting game.
Cool. One last question. Was it worth the wait?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just hope Square Enix just hope Final Fantasy VII is worth the wait as well. So whenever the hell that comes out.
What? Can we get a story on that? Can we get a quote on that, please?
What?
About Final Fantasy VII.
That's probably gonna be PS5. I really feel that's probably what it's going to end up being. I really do.
No.
I really,
come on! Don't do me like that. I just got to.
Man, the Switch is about to get the old version of Final Fantasy VII. Now, for those who don't know, some quick news for you. Some other quick news stuff that I just real quick before we move on to talk about Idris Elba. Titanfall, if you remember that game, I loved it.
Yeah,
Titanfall 2 is rumored to be releasing a free-to-play battle royale tomorrow. So, we'll see. Yeah, that came out of left field, like real left field, like way. Idris Elba. So, two things about Idris Elba actually. First question: would Idris Elba be a good candidate to play Bishop from X-Men? Yes, and yes.
Can't we stop recycling actors? And,
I know. And he's already in the MCU. As what's face. He dead.
I mean, he dead in the MCU.
But he in the MCU.
I don't care. But he already. Let's give somebody else a chance. We got 2 Human Torches. They both been recycled.
Well, that was Fox. That was that don't even count no more.
I mean, just in general.
That was the whole Fox era was not canon. It pretty much at this point.
It was just an imagination and shit. It was just part of our
It was the MCU GT.
Yeah, we're gonna say that.
I can definitely see him playing them. I mean,
I could too. Yeah, I could too.
But just let's give somebody else a chance. We know you can act. We know you can play a superhero movie. Let somebody else try. Quit putting your hand up all the time, answering all the questions. God damn.
I mean, he didn't actually just like ask for the role, and they haven't casted him for it. It's just the screenwriter just felt like he would be perfect for the role.
Yeah, that's true. Seeing him going against Cable, I can dig it. Just saying. Another thing,
and I feel like he'll be dope I feel like that'll be like a Deadpool 3 movie, or him getting his own movie. I feel like that'll be dope.
Yeah, I feel it too. And we'll see where it goes. Because I mean, I think the Fox. Well, I haven't heard officially, but from what I heard prior to, I think the deal is done. So I really do. So it's only a matter of time before we start seeing and hearing stuff. And the movies, like I think Dark Phoenix and New Mutants are still on the schedule for this year. So
if they don't get
pushed again,
yeah.
It's got like completely canned.
Nah, they just moved the date.
It got pushed indefinitely it just doesn't have a release date at this point. At least last time I heard. But then I looked at I was Googling the actual schedule of what the Marvel schedule is looking like, and it's showing like it's still on there to come out. I think, but it's like a lot of it's like towards the latter part, the end of the year, because all the official MCU stuff is, of course, March, April, and July, and then I guess after that, they'll probably flush those movies out and do them, or I mean, not really flush them out, but like really just they put Dark Phoenix out and all that stuff. Hopefully they did some reshoots, because I heard they did reshoots, so hopefully we'll see something super interesting that'll make us like super hype about the X-Men. Maybe somebody from S.H.I.E.L.D. will show up. Anyway, another thing about Idris Elba, we had the Hobbs and Shaw trailer this week, which is basically The Rock's character in Fast and the Furious and Jason Statham's character in the Fast and the Furious series. They are doing a duo movie, and I don't know how I feel about Idris Elba basically having powers in a Fast and the Furious movie.
What kind of powers?
So basically, like he's like a superhuman.
Yeah.
Literally can just punch through steel, run fast. He even said himself he's a bad guy, and he's basically like he's the next stage in human evolutionary and whatnot, based on what he's able to do in the film. So yeah, you got basically two former antagonists teaming up to take on the new antagonist. So that's basically what it is.
Okay.
It's like, dude, how did we go from racing cars and taking down people who were like drug
stealing
lords
knives and all this?
Yeah, to this.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm starting to feel like Tyrese was right. What more do you? Never mind.
What more do you want from me?
Please, I wouldn't agree on him for nothing.
With his sense of
I don't want to get on Tyrese.
I'm just saying, he really felt like the Fast and Furious movie should have been done before this Hobbs and Shaw movie. And I'm starting to think he was right with the way this movie, the premise of this movie.
Oh, take my baby. Oh, man, 13. Whoa.
We're not finna start this.
Y'all finna make me go find a video watching. What more do you want from me? I got all these billionaire friends, these trillionaire friends. I've been there for you. I want y'all to be there for me.
How many times did you watch it?
Man, too many times. I haven't watched like I've been watching every line of that whole video.
Wow.
Shoot, that's how every Rams fan looking right now. After they bet money that their team gonna win tonight. So there you go.
Hey, we weren't gonna talk about the Super Bowl.
We weren't gonna talk about this.
I know, but I just couldn't resist that little thing right there.
Could you just had to lob it?
I just had
to lob it up.
Yep, I had to go there. Yep, I had to go there.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Then we got who should be the next Batman? So also came out that they released the release date, kind of sort of the plot of the next Batman film, which won't have Ben Affleck in it. Part of that whole news, that whole news release for that, I don't know why people are acting so damn surprised that Ben Affleck wasn't gonna be Batman. We established this months ago.
True.
Like, why was the general public? I was reading comments like people just like social. There's nothing to be surprised about. You know, remember Henry Cavill said he stepped down too. That was around the same time. like why are we so shocked?
Y'all literally are without a Batman and Superman right now.
You said what?
Didn't Ben Affleck go to rehab or some shit?
Yeah, he went to rehab.
Yeah. All right, man. Bring on John Hamm. That's all I'm saying. Bring him on. He was my first pick.
Batman, give the whole original Batman thing.
Also, they didn't add in another name to the loop. I don't know if y'all ready for this, but Edward from Twilight series, they
to play Batman.
Got rumors around here. Yep.
A skinny, pasty person,
to
right?
Play who?
That was known.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Pause for
you
the
mean
cause.
tell me
Pause for the cause.
vampire.
To play who? To play who?
To play Batman.
Batman.
To play, yes, sir.
What kind of Batman are we trying to say here?
I give him.
Unless he put on a ton of weight and he's like the doppelganger for either Ben Affleck or John Hamm, I don't want him.
Yes, sir. But his name got thrown in the loop as well. To play Batman.
Look. Just get John Hamm and call it a day, yo.
Yeah, John Hamm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see him.
I already established the Batman Beyond on this show.
I mean, that's one thing.
We know that, and see, the world wants that, but evidently Hollywood don't know, and they ain't getting the picture. So we just gave up.
I'm just tired of Batman movies. It's like 60 original Batman movies. They start a series, and then they just go take it to hell.
Well, he has a point.
Yeah.
Batman the cash cow, man. Like people love Batman.
People just like Spider-Man. They drag that. They use the hell out that one license.
With Spider-Man, like if you do, I feel like Spider-Man got so many different directions to go. You can do a Scarlet Spider movie, or he got too many other ways you go to bring, and it'll be totally left field because you say a Spider-Man movie coming out, they're expecting original Spider-Man. But then you change it to like Scarlet Spider or any of the other Spider-Man, then it gets different, and then it might bring in even more revenue.
But see, you gotta. I think the issue is a franchise has to last long enough to do that. Like you can't just start Well, let's just say Spider-Man, for instance. Like you can't just start a Spider-Man franchise with anybody but Peter Parker.
That's true.
Because a lot of people who watch movies, that's all they do is watch movies. That's what a big part of the audience is. It's just people who watch the movie. And I like what they did with the last Spider-Man, where they introduced the Prowler.
Mm-hmm.
Is opening up doors to enter the MCU. I think they got to do stuff like that, but just like opening up Batman with Dick Grayson being Batman, it'll be confusing to a lot of people who don't know that, Dick Grayson took on the mantle of Batman when Batman was pretending to be dead and shit like that. So a franchise got to just have that longevity and able to introduce another, a different form of that character.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of the whole whatever Spider-Man universe that Sony's trying to build with all these Spider-Man characters that we've never freaking seen in no movie, but you want us to really give a damn about them, like Silver Sable, Black Cat. I know who they are because I'm a comic book head. I'm a freaking nerd, goddog. But for anybody else, the regular Joe Small, like don't nobody know who that is. They just gonna think it's just some other movie, and it's like, oh, it's in the Spider-Man universe. But if you would have just I don't know, just had them cameo, dropped in some way, somehow, and then, bring them in. Like, don't just, we're going to do a Morbius movie just because we can. We ain't even had Morbius in the movie as a villain. Like, what? Why?
I guarantee you a lot of people don't know who Morbius is.
Yeah. Yeah, unless it's gonna be the way you're gonna introduce Blade or something, then I might give a damn. But other than that, no. Like Morbius is cool, but it's still at the same time like you establish him what he's directly connected to, because people ain't gonna know. It's just gonna be a vampire movie made by Sony. That's it. That's what, and you're gonna see a Marvel association with Marvel logo. That's what you're gonna see. That's typically what's gonna happen, and that's gonna really cause people be talking about superhero fatigue. That's really gonna cause superhero fatigue because these comic book movies that don't really matter a whole lot. I get when you're trying to put superheroes out there that are not super well known, like Captain Marvel. If they do a Nova movie or something like that, I get that. But it's these other people nobody really. Let's how they comic book sales doing? Do we really care about these people before we go invest in millions of dollars to make a movie? So, all right. So, I guess you can call this, when this came up, I guess you can call this an return of Ultimate Battle for 2019, because we got a matchup for you that I thought of as soon as I was sitting in the movie theaters watching the Broly movie. It is Broly versus Jiren. Who would win in an ultimate battle between these two?
Canon Broly. I don't want to hear shit about Broly from the last movie. We're not talking about him.
We ain't gonna go into that one. We ain't gonna go into that Broly.
That's what I want to use. I want to use Canon Broly. I don't want to use non-Canon Broly.
Yeah.
But how I look at it is would the old Broly actually beat Jiren more than the Canon Broly? Because maybe it's just me. I just felt like the old Broly was much more of a savage than this Broly, even though it kind of is. This Broly, you gotta actually like somewhat push him to actually fight. He's somewhat, I ain't gonna say he's like Gohan, but it's like he doesn't really want to fight too much unless he has to fight. The other Broly,
So you won't.
he's gonna actually. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's like how this Broly, in my opinion, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to see which Broly is actually like stronger or better in terms of just.
When you think about old Broly, like when I think about old Broly, I think about old sadistic. Like I can say this: the coolest thing about old Broly was his laugh. Like real talk, but this newer Broly, I ain't gonna lie, the way he was slamming my boy Goku into the ground just reminded me of Hulk slamming Loki into the floor. Like he was like really manhandling my folks. So like to me, this Broly, cause the original Broly got beat by regular Super Saiyans. They wasn't even Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah. And
this Broly made them niggas fuse.
And secondly, another thing I want to add on top of that, Young, is like the non-canon Broly, his motivations were kind of stupid. I ain't gonna lie.
His motivation. That nigga was motivated by crime.
Exactly. He was thinking about some stuff that you shouldn't even been thinking about as a baby. But now, as canon Broly, his makes sense. It's just he's untapped power. He's a legendary Saiyan, and you know, the kid, Vegeta's dad is just intimidated because he wants his son to be that, you know, to be that guy, and you know he's exiled because of it, and you know, so.
And then this Broly was manipulated mostly by his dad,
right?
Versus,
you know, when it performed. But y'all ain't answering the question. Who do y'all think will win between Jiren and this Broly?
Okay.
I got
hands down Jiren. I don't even see what y'all thinking about.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, Jiren has gone against a Super Saiyan God. He's went against Ultra Instinct, but he's never, because Broly's power is, when his father said, is basically the power of the ape, pretty much. Is why he's so freaking strong without the tail.
Kefla was a fused Super Saiyan, a legendary Super Saiyan. Let's not forget that.
But I think Broly would take, even though she's kind of sort of berserker, she ain't as good as a fighter as Broly is. I think she would get handed to her by Broly too.
But you gotta look at this like this. Broly, technically speaking, up until now, Broly really ain't got too much of a. He just has power, but as a skillful fighter, it's like Vegeta was saying. He was just learning how to fight throughout that whole encounter. So it's like he's holding up based on his power, not skill. He just like, as a skillful fighter, he still got to learn a little bit, but power wise, he's up there though.
Here's another thing too, though, Stamp, that you said too. He like you said, Vegeta said, he was learning as he fights. So imagine him going against Jiren, learning as he fights. He's almost unbeatable. And to me, I feel like he's somebody that can adapt on the fly.
I felt like Goku do that.
Knowing Jiren and how he and with his experience against Goku, he wouldn't give Broly the chance to learn to fight him. He gonna try to take Broly out from the jump.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say and say.
Not only that, a lot of stuff that Broly had to fight, like literally fight up against Super Saiyan God, Kaioken Goku. Jiren sat still and destroyed them with the same stuff that Broly was struggling to keep. I'm not gonna say struggling to keep up with, but he had to put effort in to fight them. Jiren stood still. He took a blast from Goku and Kaioken's God. He took a Gatling gun from Vegeta, and he just stood there. He took all that. Broly wasn't just standing there taking that stuff. Like, he had to put the effort in. Jiren, I don't even think it took forever for Jiren to move out of his place, like the spot he was standing in, and not only that, but he broke the laws of physics, like the laws of time. Like, he put him in the time skip, and he moved through that. Y'all gotta remember the fights, man. Like, I don't think it's a question. To me, I don't think it's a question because the stuff that Jiren had, Broly had to put effort in to beat. Jiren didn't.
You know what I'm saying? It's like by law, like in terms of skill, like Jiren won that by skill only.
No, Jiren won by power. Jiren was
how the
raw
fuck
power.
can he win by power? If he nearly kills Broly and Bro survives it, you realize he gets a boost in power. You know that, right?
Nigga, not the Hulk. Like, Super Saiyans die.
Dude, if he doesn't die and he's a Saiyan, he gets a boost.
We don't know. That. We do not know.
Jiren doesn't know that.
We don't know.
Saying.
Yes,
he
can't
see it. Just, how the fuck?
What are you talking about?
What is you talking about?
So Jiren didn't fight a Super Saiyan.
I'm saying, does he know? Does Jiren know? Does Jiren know if a Saiyan nearly dies and survives from that, he gets a boost in power? Does Jiren know that?
Yes,
he knows that.
Vegeta said it.
So he said that Jiren knows that Saiyans they have it.
Tournament that as us Saiyans fight.
Tell me what episode it is so I can go back and look at it.
He didn't say that.
No. I said tell me the episode. Tell me the episode so I can go back and look at this. Tell me the episode. I write down the episode. Tell me the episode. I ain't saying this extra crap you talking about. Tell me the episode, bro.
Because I write down episodes and what's being said on it.
So tell me the episode since you wrote it down.
That was me being sarcastic.
That was sarcasm.
All right, then. So I'm asking for the episode that he said it so I can go back and watch this, bro.
Go watch the Power Tournament again, because you obviously forgot.
I ain't saying the whole tournament. I said that episode that he said it in, bro.
Vegeta said...
Hello? I said the episode. Quit telling me this and tell me the episode, bro.
Are you done acting like a child so I can talk?
I'm telling you to give me the episode. I ain't asking for...
You want me to tell you the title of the fucking episode, the number of the episode?
Yes, I've been saying this for 10 minutes. Tell me the episode.
Man, I'm done talking.
Oh my God, bro, I'm asking you for the episode so I can go to the episode to watch it.
Bro,
I don't feel like going through this whole tournament. I just need to go to the episode when he said it.
How would I know the exact episode?
So basically, I'm asking you for this episode and you don't know what it is, but you're telling me about this though, but you don't know the episode.
Let's just drop the whole episode as far as what it is. We'll look it up on the side and figure that out.
Come on, bro. You already telling me this, bro, and I'm asking you to tell me the episode so I can go back and look at it, and you can't tell me this.
Man, Akira Toriyama up to X.
I ain't asked Akira. I asked you.
Ding, 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 ding. Back to your quarters, fellas.
I don't need to go back to my corner. I need him to tell me the episode. Since he can't tell me the episode, this conversation over with, bro.
It been over with.
No, it ain't been over with until I said it was over with. Nobody go back your word.
You better come down.
Man, you gotta sit down somewhere and tell me the episode. Nah, go back to your corner, bro.
All right. So, we want... All right, man.
I'm done.
We want to know what y'all think about the whole Broly Jiren thing. What do y'all think? Who do you think would win in an ultimate battle between the two? So we're gonna go ahead and because this ultimate battle got pretty heated. I mean, not gonna lie, that's what ultimate battle supposed to be like. But dang, we took it to a whole new level. All right.
Wait a minute. Did Tom Brady kiss Robert Kraft in the mouth?
Kiss his son in the mouth. He kissed Bill Belichick in the mouth.
He plays with soft balls. What do you expect?
Wow.
All right, man. We're going to bring this issue to a close. See you guys for issue 93 of Nerd Flow. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Nerd Flow Podcast, YouTube, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next week.
And tell me the episode.